Hello there people, and welcome to this episode of Finding the Hacker in a CS2. Well, yeah, I've basically already found the hacker. It's these two people. They're both unknown. They actually, changed their names since they were hacking. But yeah, they're both from Belarus. That's what their profile said on Steam, but one of them had an English name and the other one had a Russian name, so it's a bit of an obfuscation about their identities. But they were definitely hacking, and then they stopped halfway through because I called them out for shooting me through a smoke, and then they resumed hacking. So let's begin this, and then we can see how the hackers were hacking. Now, as always, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's go into the hacker. So, it was this Russian guy over here, the green one, and let's basically speed the game up. So, it's been a bit of a crazy situation with the hackers recently. Well, it's been crazy with the hackers for the past 5 years since CSGO, but mainly the problem has been, in fact, hacking, and it's gotten so bad that, as you can see, there are hackers now in silver. I'm actually gonna slow it down. Now, as you might know, hacking is a big problem in CS2, and now we got hackers basically in every single elo in the game. But as you can see, the guy definitely knew he was coming there, because if we actually pause the game over here, let's look at this in a bit of a slower context. So let's see. Let's move to half speed, and let's go. We'll see how fast he is. So he's moving, he already has his sights, and there we go. It just so happened that he knew where the guy was going to come from. Could we actually rewind that slightly? That's a bit too far. I'm still getting accustomed to rewinding this, but yeah. Look at that, look at that. Oh, what? It just so happened he actually put his cursor over the guy while he was behind the wall, and as he immediately walked out. It just so happened. And yeah, some might say you could have heard him. But, yeah, okay, can you, let's do this. So, some might say that you might have heard him walking, so if you listen, you could have heard that because he wasn't crouching. So, that could also be a thing that's happening. He could have heard that as well, could have heard the guy jumping over there. That's also an option. Got killed by somebody else, but it's this guy and his friend over here, which is YNC. Let's go back to the original hacker. So far, nothing too out of the ordinary. Just kind of a calm game, some suspicious things in the game, but kind of whatever. He had his cursor on an enemy before he came out. You could say he heard him. He has a really good headset. Guess you could say that. Let's move slightly forward. And he gets some kills in this game, pretty sure. And then, so yeah, this is where he goes A side. So, keep in mind, no sound. Immediately knows where the guy is. Didn't check the left whatsoever, really. He just immediately had his cursor on there. Now, the other guy is actually sneaking over here. And what does he do? He immediately comes out and shoots him. Doesn't check the right. Immediately goes left and kills this guy over here. So, I guess for the last guy you could say that he heard him, but he never checked the right over here on top of A. So, I guess he was just hoping there were no enemies there. I mean, okay. We could say he got really lucky there. I guess you could say that. Let's speed this up as well. I guess we could talk about some other things that he does as well. So, shooting through smokes as well happens quite often. So, let's see. And then let's slow down. Again. Let's see what he does here. Again, going A. What's that? What's that? Wait, can I have a replay on that? Excuse me, can I have a replay? So let's go back slightly. Interesting. So let's play here. The guy's sneaking. Why is he shooting at? Why is he shooting at there? Hello? Hello? What did he shoot there? Can anyone explain that to me? Oh man, it's like you got bigger problems in silver than cheating. If you're cheating in silver, you're just not going anywhere, are you? What's happening here? Oh, what? So he didn't check on the left where the guy ran, but he did look to the right in the opening of A, and then now he's looking to the left. Okay, so that happened. That's a bit suspicious, isn't it? Didn't check the left. Immediately went for the A pillar. Okay, now he's turning around. Okay. Let's see that. I think this is why I kill him. Yeah, I do. I got lucky enough to kill him. And his friend kills me, so this is the alleged hacker. So let's see his friend then. He's going back to River. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, he could have heard this person. Could have heard him. Okay, nothing suspicious there. Okay, he didn't know where this guy was, so that's more along the lines of what I expect. And then he gets killed by this guy because he didn't expect him coming out there. But what I don't expect is for the enemy to immediately see somebody leaving pillar after they pre-fired them without knowing where they were because they were sneaking, and then for them to look at A top instead of going for A stairs. That was a bit awkward. So his friend is a lot less suspicious than he actually is. So this guy Harry, let's call him Harry for now. He's very suspicious right now. Yeah, very lovely map, unfortunately. For some reason this guy needs to cheat. He doesn't very much like his friend, it seems. Probably telling him to get those sheets on so that he doesn't lose another match. Because that was really sad, wasn't it? Maybe he needs some actual aimbot rather than wall hacks, even though he already seems to have like... okay, yeah, okay. Just casually aiming at the guy through the wall. Just don't make it obvious, okay? Don't copy my homework. Don't make it obvious. Let's see how this goes. Let's see. Okay, just some around that area. Oh. Just casually. Oh, what's this? Perfectly put it on top of him. Perfectly put it on top of his head just beforehand. Trying to not make it obvious. Okay. Let's play. I guess let's continue playing this. So, yeah. This is friend, this is him. Let's play. So he gets the headshot here. Yeah, okay. So that happens. He had a view on the guy before he even appeared in his sights, I guess. He could see him through a wall. And then let's see over here. This guy, keep in mind, he's slow walking. You can't hear him. And what's this? The guy decides to check his right-hand corner. He's never done this before. He's never checked the right-hand corner, and he does it now. Again, other guy, sneaking. He knows where he is. He headshots me, I guess. That does happen. Oh, you know, he tries to headshot me. It doesn't really work out, but his body kills me, I guess. His friend does. Anyway. So that does happen. And then they get the plant off. So, yes, so far, quite interesting evidence, isn't it? It's around round 7 where they stop hacking. Okay, yeah. Let's have a look at that again. So his friend is alive, but he himself is not. See how this must have looked from his perspective again. Slow motion. Not suspicious whatsoever. Hacking in silver. Just some silver knowledge right here. 200 hours, by the way. Let's see. Let's see, 200 hours. What's this? Oh my. That's not suspicious, is it? No, it's not. It's not suspicious whatsoever. Oh boy. Yes. Okay, I think I've beaten this dead horse enough. I guess we can move on. So he basically gets killed. Right? Really suspicious. Had his aim on the guy. Yeah, suspicious. Whatever. You know. There'll be plenty more evidence in the future as well. So this guy, looking at the op, thinking to take it or not. You know, maybe have an op fight. This is the hacker's friend, by the way. So yeah, let's see. So, I don't think this guy is hacking, but I think that his friend is in fact telling him where the enemies are. So, yes, I guess we could expect... Yes, so he's basically looking. He can hear him diffusing. Let's see. And then he just doesn't peek again. So he does that little look, and then he doesn't peek again. And now he's going for it. There we go. That's a kill for him. So I think his friend was actually telling him that he's defusing or he's not defusing. They were in a party together, so that's something to keep in mind. So, yeah, I guess that's cheating in silver for you. It's kind of funny, I guess. How sad this is. You got like bigger problems in life if you have to cheat in silver. You're not going very far, are you? But yeah, let's speed this back up again. There's nothing really to see here. Where is he? There he is. And right. So, let's see how this gets played out. Immediately goes to the right. He doesn't have aimbot, but he might need it if he is actually planning on going anywhere. Doesn't check left, doesn't check immediate left, doesn't check left CT corridor. Gets killed here. You know, he immediately goes right. That's very suspicious. There's basically no reason for him to do that. So if we go, that's a bit too far, isn't it? Where are we again? This is the round. Let's see. Again, the guy's crouch, shift walking. I guess not necessarily crouching, but he's shift walking. He's shift walking, and yeah, the aim is shocking. Okay, we can all agree on that. But we could also agree that, again, this guy's shift walking. He knows where he is. He's just aiming at him through the wall. So obvious. It's actually ridiculous. I think we have to go slightly more back. But yeah, look at this. Let's just go slowly. He's got his aim on the guy. You know? Like, that's ridiculous. Look where he is. He's aiming directly on the guy. He could, last time, just when he peeked this guy, the guy was going to his right. So he should have been aiming at the right side of this doorway. Instead, he's aiming directly in the middle where the guy actually is. Now look at this. Look at where is he aiming? What? That's ridiculous. That is unbelievably ridiculous. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that basically you get the gist of this. These guys are hacking, and it's kind of obvious. And it's also in silver. It's also in silver, which is what is so ridiculous that we have these problems in one of the lowest ranks in the game. You know, this is like 3000 ELO. This really is like, yeah, 3000 ELO. This guy's 3000 ELO, probably because his friend is cheating for him. So yeah, that's something to think about. Let's actually speed this back up again, because there's just no point in going at half speed. Let's go back to the hacker. Wherever he is, there he is. The hacker. And he does have some skins, but it's not really that much. So I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, base AK, or is it a skin? One of those skins that doesn't really look like much. AKs. A slate. Is this a slate? So yeah, there we go. Immediately kills that guy. This is me shooting. Try not to make it obvious. Assignment. Try not to make it obvious. There we go. Yeah, that's all the evidence you really need for cheating right there. That's all the evidence you ever need. So he leaves spawn. Again, there's no way he can hear this other guy. No way. He immediately shoots him in the head. Still no aimbot. But definitely wall hacks. Okay, I stop shooting, and he immediately starts shooting me. Like, there's no way. That's unbelievable. So, that's the most definitive proof of him cheating that you will ever need, because I stop shooting, he immediately goes for me, then he immediately predicts me moving to the right, perfectly aiming on my center of mass, and then he basically kills me. That is so horrible. Oh man. That's just, yeah, that's what the game has become at this point. We're cheating at 3000 ELO. You know, not even that. 3000 is the top end of the silver match. That is rather ridiculous. And obviously, he's in a squad with this guy. No definitive proof on this guy cheating, but I do believe that his friend, when he did die, was helping him out by wall hacking for him. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess. This is the most blatant cheating that I've ever seen. It's so blatant, in fact, that even I called it out midway through the game. And as you can see, I'm basically the most silver player that there could ever be. You know, I mean, there's this 1000 ELO guy, but, you know, 0 damage by round 6. Okay. But yeah, I guess that's something to keep in mind. Maybe he just got really unlucky, because most of these games, he was pitted against the hacker and the hacker's friends, so it really isn't fair to judge his skills based on how good he plays against a cheater. You know, you can't really take a cheater by surprise. So, yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for this guy. You know, maybe he needs some help as well, some moral support, because yeah, playing against this type of person who just so blatantly cheats, you know, it's ridiculous. But I guess that's enough rambling from me. I feel bad for my team. I feel bad for the enemy team. You know, the 3 people that were cheating, that were at the bottom of the scoreboard. And again, this is basically what the score is like at the end of the game. So yeah, the 3,500 damage, 2,700 damage, by far the most damage in the entire game. You know, I barely get on there. That's only because at round 7 they roughly stopped cheating after I called them out around here, where I got killed through the smoke. So I called them out at the smoke kill. And basically that kind of stopped them from cheating for a while. And then they resumed cheating, so yeah. I guess don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you wanna, wanna support me from this terrible moment in the game, which is absolutely dreadful, I can't lie. I have no comments for this.